Okay, this is Unit 7 review, part 2. Number 9, what is the greatest common factor of the terms of the polynomial negative 27y to the fourth plus 9y cubed minus 3y squared? So I need to determine what my greatest common factor is for my coefficients. So I have negative 27, 9, and negative 3. Since my leading coefficient is negative, I'm going to factor out a negative. So I have 3. Can I divide 9 by 3 and 27 by 3? Yes. So I have negative 3. And then each one of my terms has a y, at least has y squared. So I'm going to have y squared. Number 10 says factor out the greatest common factor from the terms of the polynomial. So I actually have to factor it out. So I'm going to say, okay, I have 4 is my lowest term. So can I take negative 16 divided by negative 4? Yes. Can I take 64 divided by negative 4? Yes. So I'm going to take, remember, I'm taking a negative 4 because my leading coefficient is negative. So I can take a negative 4 out, and then every single term has at least an x. So I can take an x out. So negative 4x, negative 4x divided by negative 4x. Negative 16x squared divided by negative 4x is just going to be 4x. Then I have negative 4x squared divided by negative 4. Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be 4x squared because it's 3, and remember there's imaginary 1, so 3 minus 1. Then you have negative 4x squared divided by negative 4x gives you positive x. Then 64x divided by negative 4x is going to give you positive 16. That's your answer. 11 says, what is the factored form of x squared minus 13x plus 42? So again, I do my x. This is A, B, and C. So C goes on top. Well, it's really A times C. But since A is 1 times 42 is just 42. And then negative 13 is my B. Since I have negative and a positive, my C is positive, my B is negative, I'm going to have both of my factors have to be negative. So what multiplies to give me 42 and adds to give me negative 13? Well, let's see here. We could do negative 21 times negative 2. Add those together. That's negative 23, so that's not right. What about negative 6 times negative 7? That equals negative 13. So my factors are x minus 6, x minus 7. Because my A is 1, I don't have to do anything else. Let's look at number 12. Factor the trinomial 12x squared minus 23x plus 5. I cannot bring anything out. Can't factor anything out. So I'm going to first multiply A times C. So A, B, C, multiply A times C. 12 times 5 is 60. So that goes on top. My B goes on bottom, 23. Since I have a positive C, AC, and a negative B, that means they're both factors are going to be negative. So what multiplies to give me 60? Adds to give me negative 23. I could do negative 30 and negative 2, but that gives me negative 32. Let's try negative 20 and negative 3. That's negative 23. So I have negative 20, negative 3. So I have, I'm going to go right here. I have, let me change the color. X minus 20 times x minus 3. Now, my A is 12. So that means I have to divide by 12. Can I take negative 20 divided by 12 and get a whole number? No. Can I take negative 3 divided by 12 and get a whole number? No. But I can reduce them. So I would have x minus negative 20 and 12. If I reduce that, I could divide by 4. So it would be negative 5 over 3. And then negative 3 and 12, I could divide each one by 3, which would be 1 over 4. Now I'm going to bottoms up. The bottom goes to the front. So my final answer is 3x minus 5 times 4x minus 1. You can easily double check that by just multiplying 3x times 4x. That's 12x squared, so that's my A. Negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5. All right, so let's look at 8y squared minus 60y minus 32. So I'm going to see what I can take out. Is there a number I can take out of everything? I can. 8, I can't. Let's see, 60 divided by 8 does not come out to be a whole number. So what are my factors of 8? 1, 2, 4, 8. So 1 and 8 won't work. What about 4? Can I take 60 divided by 4? Yes. So I'm going to divide everything by 4. That gives me 2y squared minus 15y minus 8. Now, my b is, okay, let's do this. So I have my x. I'm going to take 2 times negative 8, which gives me negative 16. And then I have negative 15. So, both my A, so my A times C is negative, and my B is negative. So because of that, one has to be positive. My factors, one's positive, one's negative. Since my B is negative, that means that my bigger factor will be negative. So what multiplies to give me negative 16 adds to give me negative 15. Right now we're just ignoring that GCF. So I could do negative 4 times 4, but that gives me 0, so that's not it. I could do negative 16 times 1, and that would give me negative 15. And that's a positive one. So then I have x minus 16, x plus 1. What is my A that I multiplied? It is 2. So then I have to divide each thing by 2. Negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8. I can't take 1 divided by 2 and get a whole number, so I bottoms up. 2x plus 1. Now I have to bring down my GCF, so 4 times x minus 8 times 2x plus 1. And there's your answer. All right, let's look at 14. Factor x squared minus 20x plus 10. So my AC is 1 times 100, and my B is 20. They're both positive, so both my factors are going to be positive. What multiplies to give me 100 adds to give me 20. Well, that's just 10 times 10. So you would have x plus 10 times x plus 10, which can also be written as x plus 10 squared. Factor 4y squared minus 12y plus 9. Is there a greatest common factor? No. So here, I'm going to again multiply my A times C. 4 times 9 is 36. My B is negative 12. Since I have my AC is positive, my B is negative, both factors will be negative. What multiplies together to give me 36 adds to give me 12. Well, that's going to be, let's see, negative 4, negative 9, that's negative 13. So negative 6 times negative 6 is negative 12. So then I have x minus 6 times x minus 6. I'm going to divide by my A, which is 4. I cannot take negative 6 divided by 4 and get a whole number, so I have to reduce. So x minus, I can do 2, so negative 3 over 2. X minus 3 over 2. Then I bottoms up. So So I have 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. Or you could do 2x minus 3 squared. Two more problems, 16 and 17. So now, I'm going to show you both ways to do this. The first way, notice that there is not a middle term. So I can say, what's the square root of z squared? What's the square root of 64? And just, that means you're going to have a plus and a negative. So square root of z squared is just z, square root of 64 is 8. Or you can still do the diamond, be negative 64. My b, there's not a b, so it's 0. So what multiplies to give me negative 64 adds to give me 0. Well, that would be negative 8 times positive 8. So then you would still get z plus 8, z minus 8. So on this one, we can do the exact same thing. There's no middle term, so I know it's going to be plus, minus. If I take square root of 16y squared, square root of 16 is 4, and then you have y squared, so y, and then the square root of 1 is just 1, and that would be your answer. Make sure you bring any questions you might have to class.